Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I'm a little off center today. So how you doing? I thought I would do, new year, new background, I guess. This is the other side of the crafting caravan. I've been kind of moving a couple things around. Anyway, the candle for ambiance and stuff, but yeah, so anyway, I thought we'd try this from the other side just kind of because. So I don't know how well it's gonna work. It's already like this weird light from the window, which I kind of knew better than to mess with, but anyway, why not, just for fun, this one time, something from the other side. Okay, so today, as crazy as it seems, is already the 3rd of January 2023. So I know. So I made a video, put it out on the 31st of like kind of a year in review, like the goals that I had and what had happened, things like that. So I thought I would do 2023. I'm not really calling it goals, I'm kind of more calling it like plans. It's kind of what I would like to attempt. How's that? Sorry, I'm gonna get things situated. That light is gonna be against me the whole time, isn't it? Darn it. Anyway, but yeah, some plans that I have, things like that. But yeah, I'm planning on making a down the rabbit hole right after this, so honestly I feel like this view might be a good thing for the next video. Right now, bear with me. Okay, fun, thank you. Anyway, okay, so yeah, 2023, I don't know how, but it happened and we're here. So these are my plans, like I said, or hopefully goals. We'll see what happens. Part of them are YouTube, part of them are like kind of personal or just like goals for myself. I will read a couple of those, but for the most part maybe not, but there's a couple of them that I'll share with y'all. My first one, like as far as YouTube, is like just be grateful, just continue to just, I don't even know, amazed I guess is the word, with just like the subscribers and the growth of this channel, just all the amazing people that I've met along the way, all the amazing things that have happened over the last little bit that I've had this channel. I'm forever grateful for those of you who have channels, for those of you who don't. To my beautiful friends that have just been there, I don't know, I'll say that, and so just thank you. I could kind of go into a whole little thing. I kind of did on the last one and I edited it out because it kind of got a little, I don't know how to say it, truthful maybe, I don't know, but I am beyond thankful. Can't even tell you guys how much to my friends on here, like I said, who don't even have channels, but to the ones of you who have YouTube channels who have just blessed me more than I could ever even express. I don't want to start naming names because I'm afraid that I'll forget people, but there are a lot of you and I'm so beyond thankful for you, so thank you so much. So yeah, I'll just continue to keep myself in check, I guess, and know that, that y'all that watch and that comment are the ones, you're the reason I'm here. You're the reason I have over 2,000 subscribers. I don't know how, but yeah. So that's the first thing. Second one is continue with donations. I mentioned that I used to have a plastic tote, and whenever it would get full I would take them to the shelter and donate them. I'm now using that plastic tote for craft fairs, so I'm going to find me like maybe one of those plastic bags. It's probably what I'm going to end up using that I used for my craft fair, something like that, and then once it gets full, take it up there. Like I said, sporadically share things with you all that I donate. That's another be grateful one, I guess. Just be grateful continuously to those of you who have donated already. I don't expect any more. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want to, but I'm just beyond ecstatic whenever you guys do decide to donate. But yeah, whenever you guys do donate, I mean, it means so much to me, and grateful isn't even remotely the blessed beyond measure, I suppose. I don't even know. So very thankful to you who do donate. And so yeah, just continue to bless our community through donations, like I said. And if y'all send them in, then that's just a bonus to the whole thing. So that's just, yep. Okay. Work on the different series ideas and things that I was working on last year and continue them into this year, such as You Sketch, I Stitch. Like I said, still just mad at myself that I didn't ever put that one out. Crochet and Tell, obviously. I still want to do Crime and Crochet. I have a case that I'm finished with, like pretty much. I just have like a few little things to kind of edit, I guess, before my final draft, right? So, and I will have that one out to you. I mentioned at one point doing, well, I can't even think about it. Doing the Osage Reign of Terror, or the Killers of the Flower Moon, from the book, the movie that they're making, or they made, that's going to be coming out. I really wanted to do that one, except every time I have like a whole straight up book report. A whole, not even just book report, a full on, I don't even know, report itself, a full on crochet, or Crime and Crochet episode. Every time I start to read it, even, I just get so infuriated, I can't even process it, much less the idea of like coming on here and reading it to you all and trying not to get too emotional and just keeping it in. I don't know that I could. So, because that is just a wild story, and I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know. So it's still on there. It's still on my computer. Maybe at some point, maybe, but I doubt it. I'm just gonna be honest. And also from here on out, I'm gonna try to do older cases, ones that maybe like, I don't know, I just keep it like respectful, you know what I mean? And so like to older cases that maybe they aren't like affecting people that are like around now as much, maybe like a couple generations back type things, stuff like that. That's my plan for those. So you know, perhaps we won't discuss Albert Fish, but we will discuss some older cases and some, yeah, things that, like I said, maybe aren't quite as relevant. Like, I know that a lot of like true crime things, you know, kind of focus more about things that are happening right now, and I don't really want to do that. Like I said, I already am wanting to, whenever I make one of those videos, I either want to show you guys something that I've already made or something that I'm working on that I want to donate, sell, or do whatever, and donate to the Innocence Project, just because I feel like that's only fair. So yeah, anywho, but I still want to make those because they are fun. I just want to keep it cool, I guess. So alright, let's see. Okay, the next thing is, like, I made a post about this even because I don't know why. I just got a frog in my britches, for lack of better terms, last night, and decided why not. Like, on the second day already, why not? Well, the tornado, today's the 3rd. It was the second day of January, and the tornado warning, tornado sirens already went off. We were under tornado warning.
So I was like, hey, you know, like maybe that temperature slash weather blanket thing isn't such a bad idea. It's kind of really what happened. I'm falling down. Yeah. So I was like, hey, why not? I'm just going to do that. And then I just thought last night about like whenever there is a tornado or a tornado warning, making that square or that round that color for the day. All right. Like a dark gray. Just because. And the more I thought about it, it's like, oh, I don't know, because tornadoes are pretty serious around here. It's like, what if it's a bad one or something happens, or kind of same thing as the other. It's like, you know, let's keep it cool. And so I'm not doing that. I'm still making a temperature thing. I don't know why I started it. We will see how far it gets. Okay. It's gonna be a year long, but I make no promises. Once again, we may end in March. I don't know. So, what I'm doing, and I'm going to be real, I cheated a bit already. I already jumped ahead. So, this was from one of my beautiful friends. Got in a Happy Mail. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why. So, I decided, instead of a temperature blanket, because I've tried little rings that went together. I was like, that'll be smaller and I can make a blanket with that, like 12 rows. No, that ain't it. Started with just like a giant granny square. No, that's not it. Like I did the single crochet stitch like a few years back, and no, that's not it. Because if we've met, I don't like single crochet. I just, ugh. So it's like, what can I do that's gonna keep me interested? That I'm not going to get bored with. Because like I said, I've tried just continuous grannies. Like the whole month of January was one granny square. All February was one square, and that's the one I got all the way almost like, it was like maybe the 5th of March. That's as far as I made it. So 2 blankets and then a little B square. And that's as far as I got. So I got to thinking, and I decided, why not? Off my rocker, what can I say? Why not a temperature cardigan? Am I right? I've seen temperature scarves and things like that. I was like, hey, what if, you know? So, and then I may end up making it a sweater because that just may be easier than trying to like figure out how to make it right. I don't know. A cardigan or a sweater. We'll see what it turns into. But I went ahead, and as silly as it seems, I trusted Siri with the weather for the next few days. I found a picture on Pinterest, because that was another thing I think that drove me crazy last time, was the guide, the temperature guide for the yarn that I had was in like 4-degree increments. 4 or 5 degree increments. It was 5 degree increments, and that was too much. It was too much. So the one I found on Pinterest is in 10-degree increments, and then there's a 20 and below. So I'm here for that. So that's the one that I decided to use. It's just rainbowy colors. So I trusted Siri, so I already have a square, so that way I can figure out how big the square is going to be and figure out what I need to do, if it's a cardigan or if it's a sweater. But this is my first square, so I know I'm losing it. Anyway, but isn't it pretty? It kind of looks like a flower. Kind of here for it. Just saying. So the first 2 days of January, it was 70 degrees. Yes, 70 degrees. So this was the first day. This was the day the tornado sirens went off. And this is today. These are all make-believe. I'm just hoping it all works out. So 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 50s, 50s. That's what it's supposed to be like in Oklahoma for the next week. Thank you. I'm Ashley with the weather. Now on to Janet with sports. Alright, so anyway, but yes, I feel like I could get 3 across for a sweater. But I don't know, because I feel like a really long, kind of funky cardigan would be pretty cool too. So yeah, I trusted Siri. Went against Mother Nature. Just hope Siri's right. Rarely is it, but I went for it. And this is my first square. Like I said, but I'm here for it. It looks like a flower, and I kind of really like it. But so I'm going to try with all my year-long 2023 might to make a cardigan. Said I'm not going to do a tornado color. If it rains, I'm not going to do that. I thought really hard about doing that. If it snows, I think I have one, just because it doesn't snow a lot here, and that might be kind of fun. But yeah, we are 2 days into the year, and I've already heard tornado sirens, so yay. And it's already been 70 degrees. I don't know. It was -14 last week. This is just disbelief. Alright, so anyway, yeah, this is my first square. That's what Derek was saying too. He's like, how are you going to know, like, your months and things? And I was like, yeah, that's a good question. And I was like, I don't think I care, because it's going to be by a week. And there's going to be some weeks where it's, say, January, the first part of the week, and then February, the second part. And that's going to be all in one square. So I don't think that it really matters. It's very Janis Joplin. It's all the same day, man. You know what I mean? And so I'm just gonna make it a fun, scrappy thing, but it's just gonna be those few colors instead of a bunch of. That's another reason I didn't want to do the dark gray and all that, because that's a lot of random colors. If I just keep it to a smaller color scheme, it makes sense then that it's all random and wild and whatever, but it kind of goes together, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. In my brain, it's a lot of fun. On paper, that looks pretty neat. Once it gets here, that's gonna be the test. So, alright. Yeah, I tried to do like a mock-up of what I wanted it to look like, and then I was like, oh, it's not gonna work. So, like I said, I went ahead and made the one square so that way I could have how many inches, and I'm using my clover hook, which I haven't used very much. It is a 3.5 hook. I'm kind of digging it. Just saying. But yeah, so I'm using 4-weight. This is, let's see, big twist, big twist, big twist, Red Heart Super Saver, big twist. I'm using all 4 weights, and using my 3.5 hook, so that way the squares will be smaller and more condensed for, I don't know, like a sweater or something. And yeah, the hundreds and above is, according to their graph, the one that I have, it's supposed to be like a hot pink. And I have a Red Heart Flame that is like, it looks like a hot tamale. Like if you were to touch it, it could be hot, I'm sure you guys have seen it, the Red Heart Super Saver in the color Flame. I think that's what Derek and I were talking last night. I think that's what I'm going to use for 100 and above, because it just makes sense. I feel like a bright red as opposed to a hot pink. Keep it like rainbow, So, alright. So yeah. Cross your fingers, y'all. December 31st, we'll have an outfit, accessory or something. A really long scarf or a partial blanket. Maybe there's just a coaster. Only time will tell. I'm going to connect them all in black with single crochet, because I just feel like that'll add to its funkiness. I'm here for it. So, alright. Now you know. Alright. Losing my marbles. Now you know. Okay. This right here is another reason I wanted to be over here. Derek made this top. This is hold on. These are my whip bags from my beautiful Mary. Everybody hold on. This is an old sewing desk. You're not going to be able to see it. Yeah, kind of. It's an old sewing desk that Derek fixed. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, we were all cute. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that Derek fixed. It was at our old house in the barn, or in the shop, I guess. And anyway, he made a new top, but this is where I'm wanting to film my tutorials. So, hopefully, in 2023, I have a headband, gnome home, and a hat. I know. But I really want to record those. So hopefully, everybody cross your fingers. Another one I have on here is craft fairs. I want to like get in the craft fair mode, like be serious, game face it. Etsy as well. Like I want to like put my business shoes on and like get serious about both of those things. But for my craft fairs, I want to like get my setup right as far as my tables, my like know every time like, okay, these hats go in this bucket, these gloves go in this thing. Know the prices, know, have everything like professionally pretty, all that stuff. Have it down pat and not have to even think about it. make extra inventory, so that way in the totes that, you know, are kind of, I don't know, in the car or underneath the table. I don't really like having them under the table though. I like to have as much free space as possible. I usually have like my checkout counter, and then my whip bag, which is usually one of these. This is the one that has all the scrap yarn in it, and then this is the one that has all of my things that I'm working on for craft fairs. So usually this one sits there with me, and then I work on whatever for the craft fairs, and I like to just have that at my feet, and other than that, everything's back in the car. So but either way, there have been a few times that, like, succulents and things like that I've sold out of, and it would have been, I was asked afterwards, like, oh, I can't believe you sold, you know, the string of pearls. I can't believe you sold that bee. I can't believe whatever. It's like, darn it, because it would have been so cool to have inventory, more of those, you know. So I'm going to try to work on having duplicates of things and not setting them all out at once. Just if they sell, set another one out. So, also craft fair videos. I want to bring you all along. The vlogs were so fun, just taking you guys kind of with us. Like craft fair setup, I want to film those. My craft fair inventory, things that I make for that. I have, this is my brain. Oh gosh, my brain is dropping things. Just this doesn't really go in there. That goes in my project bag. I can't think of words. Anyway, but this is where everything goes. So yeah, but this is my craft fair book, and I want to go through this with you guys, just as far as different things. Like right here I have a wish list for craft fair items, things that I kind of want to stick to, instead of having a whole bunch of random, like random shawls and random whatever things. Like this list is what I want to have, and that's it. And just stick to those things and have a certain number of those things, and make more, that's cool, but not have like less than 3B amigurumi at any time, because those things sell like hotcakes. So stuff like that, and just have like a specific thing that I kind of make and stick to those things, instead of having a whole bunch of stuff and it just being too much to look at. I want to just kind of streamline things. Pretty excited about it. So, but I'm gonna go through that with you all at some point, just kind of like craft fair plans, just why we're talking about it now, because it's a plan for the future. So, all right, the future, it's the way of the future. It's very very Leo DiCaprio, Howard Hughes. It's the way of the future. Okay, anyway, some of you got that, some of you still think I'm nuts, but that's all right, you're still here. Hey. Okay. Also, as far as YouTube, I really want to try for Monday through Friday videos, take Saturday, Sunday off, but shoot for that. Sometimes my health doesn't allow for it, I'm aware of this, but even if it's just like a short little, like, showing you guys something, or a book, or whatever, like, you know, a couple things I've made or whatever, just because, I don't know. But yeah, I would really like to shoot for Monday through Friday videos. At one point I had them all mapped out of like what I would like to do each day and all that stuff, and I could do that, like, if I felt like batch filming, say 2 days a week, that would be ideal. Like, you know, 1 day a week would be cool. That'd be a lot. But like if 2 days a week I felt like making, you know, videos for that week, that would be fantastic. And so I'm gonna strive to do that and make that one of my actual goals. So also, I have a bunch of wish list items, like crochet wish list items that I have written down, and I want to work on making those, like the fairy coat, things that I've seen my dadgum dadgum watermelon overalls. Anyway, but things that I've seen on like television, cartoons, all that, like my wish list things, I want to get to those and like get busy working on those. And that's kind of what I have so far for YouTube stuff. As far as personal things, I'm willing to share with you all anyway. I have Bible study as the top of my list. I had so much fun reading this. I said this last December even, reading this with you all. It's a little bit of devotional. We have devotionals for homeschool. We, you know, go through all of those things. As far as me just kind of taking off on my own and doing things, I haven't done that in a while, and I need to get back into that. So like, just every morning kind of got in that routine again, because I used to do that. I have a prayer journal, and okay, like my brain, this right here, let's see, is all like my faith stuff, like things to pray for, people to pray for. I have a whole prayer list here. Things like to pray for, like your priority deals for your husband. I have things written on the back of all of these. For your children, yourself. I have, here, I can show you guys this without showing you very much. Alright, cool. I have these devotional. It's like your sermon and study notes. So if you, for a church, write down things that you hear that you need to study at home. Devotional, prayer requests, my blessings, prayers answered, you can date it, reminders, and it has a little thing right here, just whatever. But anyway, use this more. I have several other things in here as well, but anyway, yeah, several just scriptures and things that I really like, and like where to look in the Bible when you're stressed, whatever. I have, like, some prayers answered, all of those things. But I would like to get into that more, and reading my Bible every day more, and just delving into it, and getting a couple like journal type, or not only journal, but like workbook more type things, so that way it feels more like studying, kind of, because I've done those a few times and I really enjoy them. Just doing, like you read, say you're in the book of James and you read that, and then you journal, or you have like a workbook with some questions and answers and stuff like that. It's kind of like reading comprehension, but better. I really enjoy those, and so I'm gonna try to find some of those. I have a couple that I've been looking at online, so hopefully. Okay, so that was honestly kind of a perfectly timed break for the next thing on my list, as crummy as that is. I had to pause because let's be real, real random with you, why not? Anyway, pause because I got sick. So yeah, that's the next one on my list. Like I said, after Bible study, I want to, like I said, find workbooks, delve back into that every day for obvious reason. I feel like second one on the list, my health. So if y'all have been here, for several months at one point I was on just a full-on liquid diet. I haven't been able to find anything to keep down for a really long time. Pretty desperate, just to be real. But I kind of got to a point where I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna eat stuff, and then if I'm gonna hurt, I'm gonna be sick, and just like kind of realizing that. But also, you get to where you really miss food. And I was watching something the other day, and it was like, to a certain degree, it's kind of almost like self-harm, to be quite honest. Or just like, I know this is bad for me. I know this is gonna hurt me. I know this is gonna make me be sick. I know this is gonna make me like lay in bed and be in the fetal position for 3 days straight. But for right now, it's, this 12 seconds of whatever, it's really good, and that's insane. So dadgummit, I went and got my shakes that I used to drink, my protein shakes. They're plant-based protein, because I can't have any other sort of protein. So yeah, they're all like rice and quinoa based proteins, and then some rice and some oat milk. Oat milk is gross. Rice milk you think would be gross. Somehow oat milk is grosser. I don't know how. But anyway, yeah, I'll start drinking those again, and just hope that helps. I don't know. I do know that I can't do this thing where I just eat and say forget it and make myself sick anymore, because it's wearing on my throat, it's wearing on my body, and it's just goofy. If I know it's gonna make me sick, like why eat it? Because I miss food, that's why. But yeah, anyway, back to the liquid diet, protein shakes and ginger ale. That's where I am. It's alright. Okay. Other than that, they're all pretty personal, but one that I'm willing to share with you all, the last one that I'm willing to share with you all, which I think is going to be fun. I'm pretty excited about this. So, as I mentioned, we homeschool, we do read alouds. We read things together often, as far as, like, you know, for school. Personally, for myself, I love to read. I love to read. Somehow, I never quite find the time to, like, cut out a time to read. I don't know why. I want to set a goal for myself to read a book a month. It may even be every other month. We'll see how things play out. It's kind of like this. We'll see. But I want to start reading again because I miss it. Even if it's just a short little random whatever. I really like biographies and autobiographies. Those are like my favorite, like, historical things. So speaking of autobiographies, my plan is to start with Janice. I got it for Christmas. What was it, last year? It may have been last year. Yeah, because we moved and stuff got real wild and all that stuff. But yeah, but it's in there on my shelf and it's been taunting me. I've looked at it a few times. See, I'm saying I, for whatever reason, haven't carved out time to read. So anywho, yeah, so like I said, hopefully I may not put a whole lot of pressure on myself. Maybe we'll do like homeschool rules like the kids do with their own books, where it's like a chapter or two a day, depending on how many pages, stuff like that. But yeah, I would really like to read more, and like I said, where I'm gonna do that, I have no idea, because if I'm in it, then I'm usually watching something, or listening, should I say, to something, and crocheting, so we'll see. Maybe at nighttime. I mean, I can have bedtime stories or something. That could work. So, alright. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy, nothing too stressful. If I do the things, cool. If I don't do the things, that's okay. You know, so nothing too strenuous, nothing too hard on myself. I said, yeah, a book a month. Maybe. Let's see. Go up. So yeah, the liquid diet thing, which isn't really so much of a goal, so much as a plan, and so much as a, hey, quit hurting yourself and being goofy, eating the things just because it smells good. Stop it. Stuff like that, really, more than anything. Because I said I haven't been eating, but I still have been getting sick. Once again, real Rhonda, I weighed myself about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks-ish, something like that ago. I weighed about 20 pounds less than I did in high school. So, which I had muscle and stuff in high school, don't get me wrong. But I played sports, I cheered, all of those things in high school, so I mean, I was relatively fit. So, to be 20 pounds lighter and not have the muscle by any means, was kind of this is like a bit of a reality check, for lack of better terms. But then, so I just kept trying. It's like, okay, but what if I just eat the thing and then see, and no, and like I said, it's just wearing on my throat, it's wearing on my body, it makes me more exhausted, and I haven't been making even videos. I haven't even been able to do that. That's how exhausted and how crummy I've felt since I've tried to make myself eat just to see, and I know that I can't, and so why I've tried, I have no idea. So yeah, liquid diet, it is what it is. So alright, said the Bible study thing, I'm really excited about that. Just, I think that'll be really good. just all the way around. And so the kiddos, they all have their devotionals and things that they do. Squirrely Dan, not so much. Like I said, he still does, but as far as it being part of their curriculum, but yeah, they all have those things. So it's like there's no real reason that I shouldn't do those things whenever they're doing those things. So, I read my Bible, but yeah, that I just think that would be a good one, just to have little lessons and some reading comp about it. So yeah, wish list items, fingers crossed, hopefully throughout this year I will make those things. I made a couple of them last year, like the corner to corner graphic and stuff like that. But actually the watermelon overalls are sitting right here. Just right here. In my Premier bag. And I so badly want to work on them again. So I had them, they were looking really good. And it was just like, that's not it. So I've been drawing up different things and trying to figure out what I want to do. But this is all of my yarn for that. And I want to make those because they're so cute. They're going to be so cute. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, wish list items. Like I said, shoot for Monday through Friday videos, craft fair stuff, tutorials, fingers crossed. Temperature cardigan, fingers crossed. It's 52 squares, 51 to go. Siri, okay? 51 to go. Hopefully. All right. I feel like that's not a lot. Just like this, and then obviously I have to sew them together, but just 7 rows of a granny square. Like I can whip that up. Yeah, I have to sew the ends in. That's not so cool. I did on this one though. Aren't you proud? I know. But anyway, I said all else fails. If I get like 8 of them, I can make a purse. So, just saying. All right. Yeah, different series for this channel. Continue Crochet and Tell, which will be the end of each month, like we've been doing because it's so fun. Crime and Crochets. Donations, more importantly than anything, that's the top of my list. And why should we not end it with this? Be grateful. Every day, be grateful. I still really like a couple of years ago whenever everyone had like you choose a word for the year, or I think it was your word of the year or whatever, and it's like, if you could tell yourself whatever, then what would it be? And Llama Mama Kayla's word was today. And that's such a good one. Such a good one. And I've kind of swiped that from her the last couple of years, to be honest. I think this is another one of those years that's going to be my word. It's just today. Just try to make it kick booty on today. Wake up. Do my, devotional. Do my journaling. All of those things. My workbook. Have school. Crochet, hopefully. Usually I get to, but work on things for that. I got back into the pure romance game just for, there's nothing wrong with a little extra income and a little whatever. And like I said, I can use the products. That's another thing, just like the liquid diet. Like, can't have a lot of stuff gluten free. A lot of them are soy free. Just fantastic. So, yeah, because I have shampoos that break me out. It's such a fun time. Allergies are such a fun time. So, anyway. But yeah, so I have lots of things that I'm excited about that I think are going to be really good this year. So yeah, like I said, it's wild. We already started out or had a tornado warning, but other than that, around here for us, the last 3 days have been pretty good. So far the year's starting out all right. It was a little scary last night, but other than that, we've been doing pretty good. So yeah, I think that's really all. I don't really know. It's been rambling per usual on this one, I'm sure, but I'll be able to watch this at the end of 2023 if nothing else, and see what happened. If I can hold myself accountable, Gotta, you know, keep those things in line. I know it's not really a lot, but if you guys have any, I don't know, ideas, questions, concerns, heck, comments, you know what I mean? Leave them down in the comment section below, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway, alright, I'm going to go because I'm going to do a down the rabbit hole, and I'm very excited. Our first down the rabbit hole of the year. My pillow is falling over. There we go. Anyway, our first down the rabbit hole of the year. We haven't had one in a while. So like I said, I thought this side might be a good side to do this on. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to trial and error it. Find out. Alright. So, thank you for watching my goals and my plans for the year. I hope you all have a wonderful year. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any big plans or anything like that that you have that for your crochet journey that, you know, are you guys making a year-long blanket? Are you that excited at the first of the year and then you see how it goes in 2 months? Are you there with me? Let me know. Alright. Thank you all so very, very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderfully, wonderfully blessed day. Happy New Year. I will talk to you all please stay safe. I will talk to you all very, very soon.